Hi guys, so in this video we're going to be focusing on pitch and on inflection pattern. So the first half is going to be about pitch, and then we'll use pitch to work on inflections. So pitch is how high or low your voice is, whether it's down here, whether it's up here, and what we want to do is have a nice range. We don't want to be staying on one level all the time in our voices. We want to be going up, we want to be going down, we want to be giving a lot of variety. So when people talk about vocal variety, they're talking about all elements of vocal production, but quite key to it is pitch, that you're not just speaking on the same tonal level the whole time. So pitch relates quite closely to resonance in that the lower notes resonate more down here in the chest and the belly, and the higher notes resonate more up in your head. But you should be resonating in all resonators, whatever pitch you're using. And the pitch is helpful to find a particular resonator, but that resonator doesn't have to be in that pitch. So our focus here is really on the pitch. Now, pushing your voice too low can put pressure on your vocal cords. Making it too high can also put pressure on your vocal cords. So you don't want to push your voice beyond its range, but doing these exercises daily, gently, will help to extend your range so you can go lower and higher. So just to start off with, check in with your feet, make sure they're parallel underneath your hips, your knees are soft, your spine is lengthening, your back is widening, your limbs are released, your eyes are soft, and you can have a look around the room, look outside, see what you can see, and then rolling down for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down here, you're going to find a nice low note. Oh, oh, oh. When you've got it, you're going to siren up. Oh, and back down again. And do this about 3 times. Oh, we've played this with this before, but blowing out the lips and putting sound behind it. So as you do this, make sure your head doesn't help and your eyebrows don't help and your chin doesn't help. So all of this should stay neutral as you And again, remembering this one's really great because you can't do it unless you've got breath. So you won't damage your voice. So here we go. And blow it out. Blow out your lips. Okay, now we're going to combine a little bit of an articulation enunciation exercise with pitch. And we're going to do it 2 ways. So first of all, we're going to start nice and low. And the phrase is red leather. So find your lowest note. Red leather. And we're just going to take it up, up, up until we get as high as we can go. Red leather. 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 And don't push it beyond what you can do. And now we're going to come down, but we're going to come down with a different phrase. So the phrase is unique New York. 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 Okay, and you can almost feel it. As the sounds get deeper, your vocal cords are relaxing more and more. As they get higher, actually maybe I shouldn't use the word relaxing because your throat stays relaxed throughout. But what I mean is the vocal cords, if these are the vocal cords, they do that as you get deeper, and they do that as you get higher. So like if you think of a violin string, you pull it taut. Well, if you think of it, this isn't exactly how a violin works, but the vocal cords get pulled taut. They make a high note. As they release, they make a lower note. So that's also quite helpful to think and allow that release and that sense of stretching. Releasing to go down, relax, letting the vocal cords become more slack, letting the vocal cords stretch to reach the higher note. Okay, so now we're going to do, and you're going to forgive me because I believe you're all amazing singers. I'm a very unamazing singer, but this is a sung exercise. And what we do is we start high and we go down an octave with a tongue twister. So this time we're going to take proper copper coffee pot. So it's a coffee pot, it's made of the metal copper, and it's a proper coffee pot. So it's a proper copper coffee pot. So find a note, a high note that's comfortable for you. So, that's good for me. Proper copper coffee pot, 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 proper copper coffee pot. And then you can do that with anything. Unique New York, rubber baby buggy bumpers, red leather, yellow leather, any kind of short tongue twistery phrase and in any language. And it's really great because the singing makes you be precise with the articulation and the enunciation, but you're warming up your vocal cords and you're extending your range and getting precise about what note you want to hit. Okay, so this next exercise is by Patsy Rodenberg, and it's a really great way of finding out what your natural best pitch is. So I want you to find a really low 1, and then find a really high 2, 2, and we're going to go like that till 20. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then you're just going to speak or make a sound first. Oh, take it into speaking, and you hear your natural note that you come back to. Okay, so now I want to play a little bit with inflection patterns. So how we take all of this pitching that we've been playing with and how we start to shape it into tunefulness. So we're just going to start with a hum, and you can do a little bit of a walk, so you don't have to stand still. So I want you to open your mouth in an ah. Ah. Close your mouth over the sound. And take that for a walk. So you can obviously walk further. I'm not going to because I don't want to go out of frame. You're going to walk for 8. When you finish your 8 counts, you stop, you breathe out, let the air flow in through your nose. Get your R going. Close your mouth over. As soon as you close your mouth over, you go for your next walk of 8. So it'll look like this. Okay, you get the idea. Now you're going to play around with different pitches. You go low, you go high, you go medium, and do about 6 of these. I'm only going to do 3, but you can play for more. So it would look like this. Okay, so you go high, low, all ranges. Do that about 6 times. And guys, remembering, if you haven't warmed up your voice, focusing on the higher pitches warms up your voice more quickly. Okay, then come back to standing position, and you're going to play around a little bit with finding the inflection pattern, the tune of the hum. So an inflection pattern is how we move from one pitch to another. So it's the tune of our voices. So, so get your hum going and then move between different notes. Okay, and be careful of what I'm doing a little bit. Don't let your eyebrows and your head do your work for you. So go again. Let it go. And now we're just going to get a hum going. And you're going to start moving your lips around with that hum. And then you're going to start moving the pitch around. Try to keep your throat relaxed, your shoulders relaxed. If your shoulders want to tense, wriggle them. Once you've played that with that a bit, we're now going to open our sound. So, ooh, oh. So lots of innuendo, lots of hinting. And you take any vowel sound and you arc through different pitches, and it starts to create meaning. We start to get a sense of somebody's hinting at something, somebody's shocked by something. Ooh, ooh, ah, 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 oh, oh, ooh. Okay, so have fun, play around with that as you'd like to. All right, so there are different kinds of inflection patterns that we then start to build up into a tune. So there's a rising inflection. So yes, you go from low to high. There's a falling inflection. You go from high to low. Yes. There's a circumflex inflection where you go low to high to low, or you go high to low. So we go, so that could be like yes, or yes. Okay, so again, just have a little bit of fun playing around with yes. Imagine you're talking to someone. Yes, 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 yes. And then try the same thing with a no. No, 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 no. Okay, you get the idea. Have fun with it. There's much more than what I've done here. Then we start to put that together into a sentence. So take a simple sentence. So I'm going to say something like, will we go out today? Which is fitting for these times. So you start to play then with a tune across that entire phrase. So it's how you emphasize the words. And at this point, there are different ways you can emphasize. So I'm just going to show, you can emphasize with something like a pause. Will we go out today? The emphasis put on the we. You can emphasize with volume. Will we go out today? You can emphasize with something which we kind of call stress, or a kind of darkening of the sound. So will we? So you're putting a kind of stress on it. It's not louder or softer. It's not a different pitch, but you're kind of giving more attack to the sound. But for purposes of our exercise in this video, let's just look at what we can do with pitch. So will we go out today? And find places where you can shift where you're going. Will we go out today? 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 You get the idea. Play around, find a different phrase, find one that isn't in English, experiment with a language that isn't your own first language. I might have a little go with, say, sorry, I was trying to think of a different phrase, something else. Say, gaan jy winkel toe? Gaan jy winkel toe? Gaan jy winkel toe? So you get the idea. Play around, have fun. Okay, and then to wrap up, let's just blow out the lips again. And blow out the tongue. And shake out. And finish off with a siren. So get low again and and I want you to start thinking about how you can notice the tune of your own voice and the tune of other people's voice. So something to think about is accents, how that has a very strong tune. So, you know, we discussed the Irish accent. So part of it is a whole lot of things that you're doing with pronunciation, but part of it is just the tune you're making, the up and downs with the pitches. And it's the same with all accents and people's specific voices. So start to think about and notice the tunes you can hear in the voices around those around you and the tunes you tend to favor, and thinking about how when you're doing, when you're either playing a character or when you're doing a poem, you can break out of your own inflection patterns, your own tunes, and start to find new, exciting ones. You'll see in the Marx criteria, I talk about vocal variety. So this is really a critical part of it. There are other elements, volume, pace, resonance, varying between different resonators. But the real kind of big thing that gives you a sense of vocal variety is not getting stuck in one inflection pattern, but playing with lots of different kinds. Okay, enjoy, guys.